What's up, guys? It's Paul again from MK Scholars. I hope you're all doing great. And of course, welcome again to our YouTube channel, MK Scholars. Today, we're going to talk about one of the Mastercard full scholarship. And as you can see, it's what we've been talking about. We've been sharing many opportunities for Mastercard scholarships. And as I told you, it's because Mastercard is working with many universities from Africa, from USA, from Canada, from Asia. As a matter of fact, I think the one that we talked about, the last video that we posted, it was about Mastercard full scholarship in Lebanon, and of course Lebanon is located in Asia. So if you also want to check that out, you can just find it on our YouTube channel. You can just scroll the other videos and then you will find it, and then you apply for it, because it's for the masters. For those who are interested in masters degree, you can apply for that in Lebanon. Okay, and as I was telling you, I'm gonna guide you step by step how to apply for this Mastercard full scholarship in South Africa. That's what we're gonna talk about. But before I start, remember to subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, remember to subscribe for more opportunities like this, because we post every day scholarship opportunities, job opportunities, and other opportunities that can help you gain knowledge, gain skills, and also making money. We are talking about job opportunities. Okay, and also if you have any question about the scholarship opportunity that we talk about, just write it in the comment. Ask your questions in the comment and we answer them. And also, if you have a scholarship opportunity that you want us to talk about, you might have like an application you're struggling with, you don't know how to apply for it, just write it in the comments saying that, you guys, please talk about this next time. That's what we're gonna talk about. Okay, if you write in the comment, we talk about in our next videos. Okay, all right, let's dive in. As usual, we are on our website, MK Scholars. It's what we use every day to explain each and everything very well. Okay, and we are on the homepage, but of course, what we're going to talk about is this one. And as I told you, you want to click on read more. You click on read more to be able to see all the information about the scholarship. As I told you, you have to check 3 things before you start applying for any opportunity. The first thing that you have to check, you want to check about the eligibility criteria. As I told you, this is where you get to find out if you are eligible for the scholarship. Okay? And then for the second step, secondly, you want to check about the available programs. You want to know if the program that you want to pursue is available for that scholarship. Okay, and then for the third one, you want to check about the scholarship benefits. You want to know if what you really want is what is being provided there, because as I told you, some opportunities, some scholarships may be partial, others may be full. Okay, that's why you wanna check if what you really want is what is being provided there. Okay, and then you will click on read more. All right. And once you click on read more, the page will pop up with all the information for the Mastercard full scholarship at the University Pretoria. Okay, this is one of the top universities in Africa as well as all over the world. Okay, it's one of the best universities in Africa all over the world. Okay, so you really this is your chance to apply for it if your dream is to start at one of the best universities in the world. Okay, and starting with this, I'm not going to read each and everything here, but I will just get to it. I will just explain each and everything about the application procedures, how you are going to apply for this, because there are 4 steps to apply for this scholarship. First of all, you want to apply for the admission. That's what I'm going to talk about, to apply for the admission at the University of Pretoria. And then for the second one, you want to put together, you want to combine all your documents, your supporting documents. When you talk about supporting documents, we are talking about your passport or your ID. We are talking about your academic reports. We are talking about your high school diploma. We are also talking about your recommendation letters and CVs. And then you put them together. And then for the third step, you want to download the Mastercard scholarship form, and I'm also going to show you how to download this Mastercard form. And then you fill it out with your pen, and you combine it with the other supporting documents. And then once you are done, you send them to the email, and I'm also going to show you that email. Okay, as I was saying, are you a young African student who dreams of studying at one of the Africa's top universities but cannot afford the cost? Mastercard has got you now. is now providing full scholarship for all the students who will be applying for this. But of course, you gotta have a good grades to win for this scholarship. Okay, and as I was telling you, University of Pretoria is one of the best university all over the world, not just in Africa, all over the world. Okay, so this is your chance to apply for it. Talking about the scholarship benefits, as I told you, once you find out that the scholarship is for Mastercard, is being provided by the Mastercard, you gotta thank the God. You have to thank God, because each and everything will be covered. Even talking about for example, you may be an applicant from Uganda, and then let's say that you win for this scholarship. You apply for it, and then you win for the scholarship. Each and everything, even the travel expenses, even the flight ticket, it will also be covered. And where you be staying at will also be covered. Each and everything will be covered. Okay, you can come and read this for yourselves. And also talking about the eligibility criteria, as I told you, that's where you find out if you're eligible for this scholarship. I'm going just to talk about 3 things. You have to be an African citizen, and also you have to have a GPA of 70%. Okay, when you talk about GPA, we are talking about the average of all your marks. For example, for an applicant who is applying for the bachelor's degree, you are going to submit your high school reports. School report for senior 4, for senior 5, and senior 6, and calculating your GPA, you have to take your marks for the senior 4 report, senior 5 report, and the senior 6 report per year, and then you make the average for that. Okay, but also if you start for the high school leaving examination, and then you got 70%, you can apply for this. Okay, there are 2 ways, there are 2 options for the students who are applying for the undergraduate. Okay, but also even for those who are applying for the masters, you gotta have 70% on your reports, on your academic reports. Okay, I think that was it. And as I was telling you, to be able to calculate your GPA, you want to have to make the average of all the marks that you got. Okay, and talking about available programs, you can see all the programs that are available. You can come and these are just the department. There are so many programs under these departments. Okay, for example, in this department of engineering and the environment technology, there is chemical engineering, there is civil engineering, there is structural engineering. There are so many programs that you can apply for under this department. These are just a department. Okay, that means that they have many programs. Okay, I just gave you an example. Talking about the required documents, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about the supporting documents, the CVs, the academic reports, that's what you have to put them together. If you don't have them, you ask for them from the previous school that you studied at, the academic reports and others. And talking about the application procedures, that's what I was telling you. The first step is to apply for the admission at the University of Pretoria, and I'm gonna guide you how to apply for it, step by step how to apply for it. The second step, and then you put together all your supporting documents. Okay, and for the third step, for those who will be applying for the undergraduate, you have to download this form. This is the form for those who will be applying for the undergraduate, and then you download it, and then you print it out, and then you fill it out with your pen. Okay, for those who will be applying for the masters, you have to download this form. Okay, once you're done filling out your form, you want to put it together. You want to combine it with your supporting documents. You combine this form that you have filled out with your pen, you combine it with all the supporting documents. Okay, and then you put all of them in one document, and that one document that you have got, and then you submit it to this email. That's how you will apply for the scholarship. Okay, and of course, for the last step, you have to apply for the residence at the University of Pretoria. But this is not going to be done right now. Okay, first of all, you have to apply for the admission. That's what I'm going to show you step by step how to apply for this admission. And of course, the deadline is 13th June 2025. It's almost like 2 months and some days remaining. Okay, and as I always tell you, you want to apply as early as possible for your application. To stand out from others, not just stand out from others, to win for this scholarship. Okay, because don't just wait right now. Don't just wait for the days to come. No, don't just wait for the deadline to approach. No, just apply right now as you're watching this video. Okay, And as I was telling you, you have to check out this video for more detailed application processes, because we have explained each and everything how to apply for this, even talking about the application application for the admission. Okay. And of course the deadline for this for applying for the admission it's 13th June 2025. And the application deadline for the scholarship for those who will be applying for the undergraduate is 31st August 2025, and for those who will be applying for the masters, of course, to this one. Okay. And let us dive into applying for the application for the admission. Okay, you have to click on open application link. You have to click here. Okay. And also, if you want to join our WhatsApp group for more opportunities like this, just join it here. Okay, you can see it's now opened. And of course, you might be wondering why I have opened this window for our email. It's because I have already applied for it, and first of all, before you talk about any scholarship, I have to apply for it first, for me to see all the processes which should be done. Okay, that's why I have opened it, and you can see I have already received my application ID is this one, and also the password is this one. Okay. And to be able to do that, for the students who are going to apply for this scholarship, for this admission, for those who are going to do this application for the first time, I have to click here, start a new application. Okay. But for me, because I have already started it, I have to click. For those who have already started it, okay, let us first let us wait for this to load. And we are now doing this for those who are going to start to apply for this scholarship for the first time. And then you click OK. We click OK, and that's how you do it. You create a category. If you're going to apply for the masters, you click here. If you're going to apply for the undergraduate, you click here. Okay. And first year, of course, it has to be 2026, and identify me as, of course, as a passport number. For to choose this, you must come South Africa. For the applicants who are in South Africa, these are the ones who will choose this one. Okay. But for other applicants from other countries like Burundi, like Rwanda, like Uganda, like Morocco, and other countries, you have to choose this passport number. And you may be wondering, saying that I don't have passport, how am I going to apply for this? No, it's okay. As I told you, try as many opportunities as you can, because you never know where you're going to be selected. Okay. So for the Rwandan students, or for any applicant not from South Africa, you have to check here. You have to choose a passport number. And even though you don't have passport, you can still choose here, and then you put here the number for your ID. Because, for example, in Rwanda, the numbers on our national ID, they are 16. Okay, so you can still put them together even though you have chosen a passport number. Okay, for those who don't have a passport yet, just don't worry. Just choose a passport number, and you put here the numbers on your ID. Okay. And of course, security code, the numbers you have to put here, they have to be this one, the characters as they appear here, U, W, and what. That's how you do it. And then you click here on the go. Okay. But for me, because I have already applied for it, I have already started the application, I have to choose here, login to continue. Okay. And of course, application ID, as I was telling you, I was given this application ID is T-word, this one, and I put it together, and then the password is this one. I also received it, and I click here on the go, and then I click go. Okay, that's how you do it. They're saying that password is invalid. You know why password is invalid? Because I have already created my own. Because once you get this, once you get this password, this is the one that they give you, and then they tell you to create your own password. You click here to create your own password, and I have already created my own password. That's why it's the one that I have to use here. My bad, I had forgotten. Scholars. Okay, you click go. Okay, now you have fulfilled. I have used the password that I have created. You have to create your own password. Okay, once you get this email, you get to be asked to create your own password. As you can see, this is the application for the admission. It's the one that you have to fill out, and I'm trying to show you. See, I have already completed each and everything here. I did not just apply. No, you see, once you're done filling out all this that you have already filled out, and then you click here apply. Okay, you see I have already completed all the steps, but I'm not going to submit it because I'm not just an applicant who is applying for this scholarship. Okay, but I just do this just to show you step by step how to apply for the scholarship. Okay, once you're done, if each section that you fill, that you complete, it will appear as ticked. Okay, and then once you're done filling out all the form, all the section here, you have to click on apply. Okay, as you wait for this, as you wait for it to load, I always tell you, when you're actually going to apply for the Mastercard full scholarship, to make your application stand out from others, to make your application be better than others, so that you'll be selected, you wanna show that you come from poor family. I always tell you this because Mastercard scholarships are only given to the students who come from poor family. Okay, and of course that's not just enough. Also, you gotta have a good grades. And also you have to mention your leadership. You have your leadership qualities. Okay, in your application, because as we are waiting for this to load, I think I should go ahead and show you how to do the second step. As I told you, the first step is to apply for this admission application, and then the second step is to put together all your supporting documents. And then for the third step, you have to download these forms. Okay, you download these forms. Let me see if there's. Okay, let me refresh for it to be quick. Okay, this is the first step that you have to do to apply for the admission. But as we are waiting for it, the system is not working properly. We're just waiting for it. Let's just go to the second step. Okay, we get back to this first step. The second step of, the third step of downloading this form, you have to click on it. Okay, this is the form for the undergraduates. Okay, this is the form that you have to download. You download it here, and then once you download it here, you fill it, you complete it with your pen. These are the instructions. First of all, these are the instructions. You can see the 70% that we talked about. These are just the instructions and the forms. And then you can see the as I was telling you, you can see the department here. For example, let us choose for someone who's going to apply for the civil engineering. Okay, engineering. You click here to see all the information about it. Okay, you can see there are so many faculties here, but I will just show you. While applying for it, let me get back. This is the form, and this is how you fill it out. Okay, you choose while filling it out with your pen, you have to choose here the faculty that you're applying for. Okay, as I was telling you, these are just the department. Okay, and you clicking here, you are going to check the admission requirement for the to get in. Okay, for the admission requirement and for the other eligibility criteria, of course, for the program. Okay, and then this is the form that you have to fill out your names and your address. And as I was telling you, while applying for the Mastercard scholarship, you wanna show that you come from poor family, but you have the ability. Okay, you are able. Okay, we are talking about showing your leadership qualities. If you are going to write the essays that you are going to fill them here, okay, you have to show that you have leadership qualities, your academic excellence. Okay, you have to show all of that. Okay, that's what you have to do. And then once you fill it out with your pen, done, and then you combine it with other supporting documents. As I was telling, supporting documents, we're talking about all these documents. Okay, and then once you are done, you submit all this on this email. Okay, but let us go back to the first step, how to apply for the admission. Okay, you see how to apply for the admission. I click here, and then you see personal information. As I was telling you, start with this. You see I have just filled it out, the names and what. And what I want to focus on is somehow, as I was telling you, passport number. For those who don't have passport, you can just still put here the numbers on your ID. Okay, and of course, international student type, you have to choose full time, as I was telling you, because if you don't choose full time, you're not going to receive this scholarship. Okay, and of course, student, it has to be like this one. Okay, and if you're still in high school, which is somehow, but of course, for those who are still in high school, you can apply using your reports, because you have not yet sat for the high school reviewing examination. Okay, current situation, you can still put the names of the school that you're studying at, but for those here, we're talking about for those who have already graduated from secondary school. Okay, and it has to be like this one. Okay, going to the contact details. Going to the contact details, you have to put here you have to put the address. Address 2, you can still put here like like your sector, your district, and your province. Okay, you can see city has to be Kigali city. I just took an example for someone who lives, the applicant from Rwanda, and of course this you can see the email. Talking about the demographic details, I'm just showing you how to apply for it, and home language, because for those if your home language is English, you select it here. But for those whose their home language is was not mentioned here, you have to click here on other language. For the applicant from Rwanda, you can see there is no Kenya Rwanda. You have to click other language. Okay, and of course here you have to choose here. You have to choose this. I'm unemployed and have not studied before at tertiary institution. When you talk about tertiary institution, you're talking about the university, because as you saw in the eligibility criteria here, to apply for the undergraduate, you must have not a bachelor's degree. Okay, and also if you're applying for the masters, you're not allowed to apply for the masters if you already have a master's degree. Okay, that's why you have to click I'm unemployed. You have to be, of course, you have to be unemployed. I don't recommend you to just choose this one. I'm working or employed. No, as I told you, you'll be selected if you come from from poor family. Okay, and of course, choosing this, you're just showing them you have already graduated from high school. But of course, you are still at home. You are unemployed, and then you have not yet. You don't have already a bachelor's degree. Okay, you have to choose this, and of course, it has to be like this. If you have disability, you have to click here yes, and then you mention the disability here. Okay. But for those who don't have a disability, you click here, you just choose no. But for those who don't have it, you have to choose it, okay, from here. And you click here because you don't have disability. And then talking about the tertiary education, as I was telling you, tertiary education, you're talking about university studies, okay? And to be able to eligible for this scholarship, you must not have a bachelor's degree already while you're applying for it again, okay? But you might have a bachelor's degree, and then you are applying for the master's. What you don't have to do is right here. I even mentioned it again. Right here. Where is it? Where is it? You must not have a degree that you are applying for. You see, not already hold a degree for the level you are applying for. For example, undergraduate applicants should not have a bachelor's degree. Okay. Let us continue, and they continue to the. Of course, for those who are applying for the bachelor's degree, you have to put here no, okay? And for the secondary education here, you have to fill out with the names of the school that you have graduated from, okay? For example, examining authority to the foreign country. For those who come from South Africa, I think they have they can choose from this. But for those who come from Rwanda, examining authority, for example, it has to be foreign. If you cannot find your institution here, you have to choose foreign country. And of course, name school, you have to put it here. Name school, it may be like École de Sciences Byimana. École de Sciences Byimana. It may be like, you see, SOSC. It may be like École de Sciences de Montfort Nyanza. École de Sciences de Montfort Nyanza. The name of the secondary school that you graduated from, okay? And the town here, École de Sciences de Montfort Nyanza, it's located in Nyanza. And of course, school grade type, you see, you have to choose here. You have to choose this one, okay? And school, of course, it has to be like this one. And the exemption type, this is where it's getting somehow difficult, but you have to choose the foreign condition exemption. Because the foreign condition admission, exception. But for those who did Cambridge, you have to choose this one, Cambridge. But for others, you have to choose foreign condition exemption, okay? And study choice, of course, this is where you're going to choose what you're going to be studying. You see, I chose in chemistry, and I chose civil engineering. As I was telling you, these are available programs. These are just the department. They have under this department, there are so many engineering studies, civil engineering, chemical. There are so many of them. So then, the way to choose it, you click here. Okay, select. You choose select like this one, and if you want to remove it, you click here. Okay. It's now taking a long time. Talking about the general details, these are just the instructions, and then the documentation. You have to submit the documents, your supporting documents, as I told you, academic reports and other reports. If you have any question, just write it in the comment. I will get back to it. You can see the system is not working really well. That's why we're not going to wait for it. I'm just talking about it for a little bit. Talking about the declaration, this is where you have to choose yes, because you have already You see, it's not open. You can see you choose the what you wanted to apply. Okay, open plan is study, and then you choose it here. Okay. As I was telling you, we're not going to wait for the to wait for the system. Talking about the verification, because this university requires it requires application fees. It is $30. $30. You have to pay $30. But for the students who cannot afford $30, you can still request for the application fee waiver. Okay, for those who don't have this kind of money, $30, you don't have to pay for it. Okay, you click here, you verify. You come here to verify if you have already verified. Okay, you verify your application, and if you have already, you see no errors. But for if each and everything here has to be ticked. Okay, I'm talking about the payment. You go to the payment, and because you have to pay $30. But for the students who don't have $30, you don't have to pay it. You just use application fee waiver, and I'm going to show you the form for application fee waiver. It's right here. I have already downloaded it. Fee waiver. You click here, Mastercard Foundation. I'll give it to you. You can see this is the form that you have to and this is the form that you have to fill out. Okay, you download it and then you fill it out. Okay, you see the $30. You can still apply for it if you do not have $30. Okay, this is the one that you have to submit. And then how do you find it? To get this form, I put a line here. This form I'll just put it here. Okay, I'm going to come and put this form here. This is where I'm going to get it, this form of application fee waiver. And then once you're done the fee waiver, and then this is the form that for those who will be paying for this $30, you can apply the bank slip here. I mean, you can upload your bank slip here. But for those who are going to ask for the fee waiver, you have to upload this form, that form that I showed you, application fee waiver. Okay, it's like this one. This is the form that you have to show. Okay, you see. The above student will be applying for the Mastercard Foundation. Because you're going to apply for the Mastercard Foundation, you don't have to submit this kind of form of, this kind of money, $30. No, you apply for what? You ask for the application fee waiver. And as I told you, I'm going to upload it here on our website here, right here. Okay, and once you're done with it, and then as I told you, you upload it here. Okay, for those who are going to submit, to pay the money for the application fees, you upload your bank slip here. But for those who are going to ask for the fee waiver, you download that form and then you upload it right here. Okay. So if you have any question, if you run into some trouble while applying for this, you can contact. You can. Write it in the comment, and we get back to you. Okay. And this was the first step, as I told you. The second step is to combine all the supporting documents. And for those who don't have passport right now, you can still apply using your ID. Of course, the third step, you have to combine the documents. We are talking about the form that you have filled out, this form. If you are applying for the undergraduate, and then you combine it with other documents, supporting documents, and then you submit it to this to the email that I showed you, this one. And of course, that's how you apply for it. Okay, all the best to the applicants who are going to apply for this, and of course, God bless you all. This was Paul from MK Scholars.